Good morning. It's my second day doing this. I hope everybody's having a good day. It's been a rough one for me lately. Not been great. For no reason though. Not like I woke up. I was just like, oh, you know what happened? It was just like somebody said something. And no, it's nothing like that. I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, which happens sometimes. Just have to be kind to myself. Good. I did get a topic suggestion today, so I will try to talk about that as much as I possibly can, so we'll see how good I do. Talking about game dev makeup. So maybe that'll be my thing, game dev makeup. We'll see. I don't know if I can talk about that for 20 minutes every single day. That seems like a far fetch. At least just on weekdays. I don't really do a lot of makeup on the weekends. And then maybe I'll make this just sort of a Monday, Wednesday thing. Monday, Wednesday, Friday or something. But I did find out that my workplace has a work from home rule. And I'm allowed one unexpected work from home day a week, which is kind of nice because I kind of want to start working from home a little bit more. And the summer is going to be nice. I work at a school, so I mean, working from home during the summer, like what else is there to do during the summer but wait for the kids to come back, right? I do have some projects that I work on, that I will be working on, but a lot of it's just like practice coding. Actually, some of my work is in game dev. I work in virtual reality and 3D printing, so I'll be doing a lot of 3D modeling practice. That would be good. And also I'll be doing a lot of coding practice as well. Let's see if I can get this on the floor. That's a bit better. Okay. Yes, so we'll see what that sounds like fun. I've been working on like a text adventure for Discord, which is kind of funny because part of a text adventure relies on the username system to keep track of the identities of the people who are part of the text adventure. It's just a basic engine right now, but it interfaces directly with Discord, so I can do things like send video, images, and sound directly to the participants of the game, and I can also send typing signals to people's computers and stuff. It's actually kind of cool. But now Discord is changing their username system, and I'm wondering if that's gonna break what I'm building right now. I'm using a Python API called discord.py, and it's been sunset. So like it's old. I don't think the person who was working on it has touched it in at least a year, and maybe even more than that. I don't have that number in my head of how long it's been since they've worked on it, but it's been quite a while. And so I'm thinking, oh, is this gonna break what I've been building? Like pretty much, I haven't even released it yet. Right now it's just a very simple engine. It's just, I'm not even doing any like images or audio or anything yet. I'm just doing text. And I'm already like, okay, well, I might not be able to do this. I have a game. It's pretty much done. I'm just ironing out a few bugs, but it's good practice for me. I needed to practice my Python. Most of the time I use Godot to to make games. I'm working on Quiver Quarrel, which is my #1 game. But solo dev takes a lot of time because I'm doing everything. I'm doing art, sound, music, design, level design, which is my least favorite part. I'm doing... Actually, part of me is just like, maybe I should just give up on level design and just go for proc gen, but I actually don't really like proc gen. I don't like how it looks personally. I think it takes a lot of work to finagle proc gen into something that like is appealing. That's pretty good. But I have had friends who've used it to pretty good success, so maybe I'm just being judgmental, and I don't want to put in a bunch of effort on something I'm already putting a bunch of effort into anyway. So why would I shy away from it when it's my least favorite part of game design? Just a second, I'm gonna wash my hands. Alright, hands all sparkly. Yeah, so I've been working on this text adventure, and it's just kind of like a practice thing, and an apology video. Not video. It's an apology video. It's an apology video game. I had a little moment and I left a server that was very important to me on Discord, and I wanted to give them something as sort of like an apology. And I already came back, but my idea was to make the game and then like use it to come back, but I've been back for 6 months, so I think I'm glad I didn't wait. But I had this idea of making this whole game that was just like, it's not really so much an apology game now, more just a fun game. It's got a lot of jokes in it, and I'm a master's thesis in writing, a master's thesis candidate in writing right now, so why not do something that uses that? And so I've been working on that. I'm back into that and sort of pushing Quiver Quarrel down the road every once in a while. And if you haven't heard of Quiver Quarrel, you can check it out on Steam. It's kind of an enjoyable little title. People seem to like it. I get a lot of really good response from it. It's different than other games I've played. Now, I've had some people mention that it's like Baba Is You, which is not true, but I can see where they're coming from, because a lot of Baba Is You is like, you do have to spend time controlling multiple objects at the same time on a grid. If you played Baba Is You, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's definitely more of an action game than that. Alright. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. The nice thing about this Discord game is that I don't have to make art for it. There's no music for it. There's no sound effects. So a lot of it, it's just like I write and I write code, and that's a lot of fun. I love writing code. It's, I don't know. I wish I had been able to make it my job. And I mean, the job I'm in now kind of does have that aspect to it, where I can do things like make virtual reality experiences. I work at a local college, and so a lot of what I do is based in education and some kind of like a proving ground in a way for new technologies. And so I'm spending this summer, actually, I'm going to be spending time developing projects that I think will be fun for the students, which is cool. It's actually really kind of fun. when I think about it, how lucky I am to be in this position where I could just do this thing. What am I gonna do here? So my face looks good. Yeah. I changed these earrings out also. I clipped my nails this morning. And now I can't use them for anything, including taking earrings off. Ugh. I should just leave my nails. Now my hair's all messed up. Look at that. Ugh. I look terrible. Just kidding. Yeah. But, so back to the original topic. Discord's changing their usernames. That's a big thing that people are talking about right now. Like 1 or 2 people. And they're removing discriminators from usernames, which is just that little number at the end of your Discord username. And who knows if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, but it's going to be a thing. And we don't really have control over it now. Discord's already decided that that's what they're going to do, for better or worse. And I'm hoping that that just changes what my program does when it logs a username. I might have to reset a bunch of save games for people. Or like change their discriminator by hand, maybe? Or just make them start a new game. It's not like it's a long game. It's just a little minor Moon Logic text adventure. Nothing at all, nothing to sneeze at. So, and it's just for friends, so it's not like it's gonna be a major problem. But I will want to run some tests through it because I am curious, actually, if it's gonna be a problem for me down the road if I keep working on this project. That's something I'm gonna need to be thinking about. But ideally, I finish it and I go work on Quiver Coral and work on my MFA, which is probably a more important item. And yeah. And release Quiver Coral because I was supposed to release it like a year ago. One of my favorite things to do is put a bunch of different colors in my eyeliner, like that. Like, blend it together. To create kind of a modeling effect. Model with T, 2 T's. There. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know if you can see it. Well. Where I'm stuck in Quiver Coral, this is a tough one. So when I decide to make music, it's easy. So I'm making the music in Fama Tracker, which is like an 8-bit. It's designed to sound like old NES music. And I make my sound effects, everything in that for NES. So it's got this NES kind of quality to the music, which is a lot of fun. And I could spend a whole day on I spend about 1 day on each song. And they get pretty involved. And I like to add like solos, and all the instrumentation, and all the songs kind of use similar instrumentation on purpose, because I want them to like have this carry through theme across the, there's no like musical motifs happening. There's plenty of other things happening that are kind of crossing that barrier. And I love it. I mean, that's so much fun. And some of the audio is actually available like on my Twitter page, which I don't know where that is. I don't know that that's even can be found right now. So don't look for it. But there is music on slaps.com. I think has a couple of tracks that I've done that aren't going in the game. They're just Fama Tracker tracks that I've created that are really fun. And then, yeah, I'm designing all the artwork and sprites in Sprite, which is a pixel art program. Pretty much the one that if people do pixel art, most of them are going to be using Sprite. It's kind of like, I would consider it the gold standard, but I hate that term, gold standard, or industry standard, or whatever. Sprite is just like on the forefront, it seems like, of pixel art programs, and I'm sure I'm going to piss somebody off by saying that, but I don't care. Be mad. And that's what I've been using to make art. Yeah, well, this is my lipstick, the last thing. But all my game design is in Godot. And the level editor for Godot really isn't there, or in the version I'm using, which is Godot 3. All the features that would have been useful for me are in Godot 4. But I can't move to Godot 4 because it breaks my game. Because they changed a bunch of like the underlying structure of things, which I get why they did it. It's easier for them to have done it that way, but not easier for me. So I had to devise all my own systems. So I kind of did do my own sort of system for procedurally generating levels, but only mildly. Yeah, I'll talk about that, I guess, later. So I do have something more to talk about. Thank you.